Dude, bro, I found this place that sells alkaline water. You gotta get some of this stuff, man.
And why would I need alkaline water?
Duh, because it's more expensive water.
What's wrong with regular water?
I hear this stuff cures cancer, man. You gotta get some of this.
Has there been any scientific studies to prove that? That stuff's a scam.
Look, man, it's just simple science. It's the pH scale.
I just want to do a quick rundown of what the pH scale is. So pH scale. And so the pH scale is a scale where we start with neutral at 7, and then we usually go to 0 and 14 on the extremes. And so we call this basic if you are above 7, and we call this acidic if you are below 7. And so we usually think of 7 as water. Water is a pH neutral substance or pH neutral chemical. And so what does it mean to be acidic or basic? So water is H2O. It is 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. And so if you have an even amount of hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions, if we put those two things together, we get H2O. So if you have an even amount of these two things, hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions, then you're water and you're neutral, you're 7. But if you are a substance that releases more H positive, H ions, then you're acidic. And so all of these acidic chemicals have more H ions, hydrogen ions. And so the more of these you have, the more moles of this you have, then you are going to be more acidic. For something to be basic, it's basically going to have less of those. And so you're going to see more hydroxide ions if you are a base. And so if you wanted to have something neutral, if you have a base, you need to add more hydrogen ions, and they could join to form water, making it more neutral. If you have more hydrogen ions, then you can add hydroxide ions, and they will join together and they will form water. And so really the pH scale is just measuring how many hydrogen ions you have inside a liquid, or really how many hydrogen ions you release when you're in the liquid form.
No, everything I eat and drink is not acidic. Look, I'll show you. Here I have some household items that I keep around my home, and I have some acids and I have some bases. And I kind of want to talk to you about the difference between an acid and a base. I think growing up, comics and cartoons kind of tell us that acids burn, and so those are the ones that we're most afraid of. Here in this glass, I have an acid that is a 2.5 on the pH scale. That's kind of a strong acid, and I'm actually willing to drink it. This is just soda. Soda is a strong acid. The strongest acids I keep in my house are vinegar and soda at 2.5. But the most dangerous chemicals that I keep are actually bases. You know, ammonia and bleach, these are around 11 on the pH scale. And the most extreme is going to be drain cleaner, which is a 14 on the pH scale. And the reason that drain cleaner is so strong is because we need it to dissolve human hair and whatever gets stuck in a drain. So it's not just acids that burn, it's also bases. Anything that is far away from the neutral 7 on the pH scale is going to be dangerous and burn.
I hear this stuff cures cancer, man. You gotta get some of this.
So far, there's been no studies that show any benefits to alkaline water compared to regular water. Our body is really good at staying stable, and so different parts of our body have a different pH, and our body maintains homeostasis by maintaining these pHs. And if you drink a lot of alkaline water or you drink more basic liquids, it might have an effect on your urine. because you're just peeing out those liquids. And so if you drink a lot of alkaline water or bases, then if you test your urine, yeah, it's going to show that it has an effect on your urine, but it's not having an effect on your body. What happens is if your cells are slightly more acidic than they want to be, then they send that acid to your blood. The blood goes through your kidneys filter it out and send it out in your urine. If your cells are a little bit more basic than they want to be, then they send that out into your blood and it goes through your kidneys, and your kidneys clean that out and it comes out in your urine. So your kidneys are constantly filtering your blood and making sure that their blood pH stays the same. You don't want to change the pH of your body. Your body is really good at maintaining homeostasis and keeping your pH the way your body likes it. We wouldn't want to change that. The research that people point to when they talk about alkaline water helping you with cancer is because when we remove cancer cells, we find that they're slightly more acidic than regular cells. And so some people have come to this conclusion that, well, if cancer cells are slightly more acidic, maybe having a slightly more acidic body will lead to cancer. And so they try and have more alkaline foods and liquids in order to help prevent cancer. There is no research that shows that having alkaline liquids will help stave off cancer. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about the pH scale. I'll see you next time. That's a good acid.